Cardinals fans, like yesterday, you get some bonus coverage. Things are running a little bit late here at the tournament, so Morland versus Texoma, you'll get to watch the fourth quarter of the game. Texoma's got a comfortable lead of 13 points, 41-28. One challenge in there and against them is that they have a high foul count against them. Morland gets a steal. He gets a bucket. A lot of fouls have been called in the game. More of them against Texoma than the hometown Lady Cats. Barry gets called for a dribble violation. Morland will have the ball.
Do not give this away! Let's go!
Coming up right after this, your Cardinals will be taking on the Merritt Oilers for third place here in the Moreland tournament. Barry's got the rebound after a miss. Coming up the sideline, Barry will get fouled by Blackard from Moreland. That's a fourth foul on Blackard. Whole bunch of people in foul trouble. From Moreland, you've got Blackard with 4. You've got Autumn Van Zee, number 21, who's out there on the floor playing with it for Texoma. Number 23, Sam Audrain, is out there with 4 fouls. Jackie Berry's got 3. And Melinda Ortega's with 3 as well. Another foul on Moreland. That one goes against Hannah Howard. That's her second. Big three-pointer from Sam Audrain. Texoma extends their lead back out to 14.
Easy, Sam. Come on. Hands up. No, Sam. Hands up. Hands up. Who's standing there? No foul. Oh.
Moreland springs somebody open. Hannah Eilers, and she's able to get the bucket. It's a 12-point game. 6 minutes left. Been a hard-fought one, but that's could easily be said of all of Moreland's games in this tournament. Your Cardinals faced off with them in the first. Oh, I think Blackard's done for the day. That's 5 on her. Anderson will come in. Ortega will throw it in from out of bounds. Texoma running their inbounds play. Up by 12, and they've got the ball. Strickland comes open. Ortega hits her with it. Strickland gets fouled, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul goes against Anderson, who had just come in. Strickland makes the first. Scarborough into the front court, kick over to Van Zee. Into Eilers. Up top, Audrain might be done. We'll see who the foul's on. It is. Sam Audrain will be done for the day. The freshman's done, but she put 15 on the board in the game.
Okay, Katie, defense, let's go.
Nobody else out on the floor in double figures. Then a low-scoring defensive battle between the two. Howard puts up the second, makes them both. 12-point game again. Moreland extends up in that box press again and gets a steal out of it. Van Zee's got it, going against Barry. Van Zee pulls up, comes underneath. Van Zee looked like she might have got an extra step out of it. I think Jackie Berry's going to pick up a foul. She does not. That's going to go against Strickland. Strickland, who came in to help, picks up the foul. That's her third. When Audrain came out, Katie Yates came in.
She's got 4 fouls.
Van Zee makes it. And it's an 11-point game.
Let's go. Play ball. Let's go.
Morland working that box press. They get into the middle to Ortega. Ortega kicks it out on the edge. Long shot put up off the front of the rim. Strickland's there. She misses it, but Jackie Berry closes out, ties it up. But the white jerseys have the possession arrow. 46-35 is the score. Your Cardinals game against Merritt will start after this game ends. Just under 5 minutes left on the clock. Anderson will throw it in. Scarborough's got it. Texoma's going full court pressure, trying to throw things off, and just about got a turnover. Moreland's played all 3 games in the tournament against teams that turn up full court pressure. Cardinals on day 1, yesterday against Canute. Texoma gets a steal. Strickland's up ahead. Easy layup. Texoma extends back to a 13-point lead. Tipped, Katie Yates. Knocks it out of bounds. Morland will have to try again to throw it in. Oh. Ortega just about had the steal. Down underneath, Anderson tries to put it up. Jackie Berry blocks it out of bounds. Aspen Collins will come back in, and Melinda Ortega will take a seat. Abby Ortega's still out there. Thrown into Anderson. Anderson drives in, kicks it out. Clem will put it up from outside. It's a miss. Rebounded. Aspen Collins gets it to Barry. Barry up the floor to Yates. Yates out to Ortega. Ortega on the wing. Ortega will roll over the top. Texoma can set up. They might run some clock right now. Coach Broadhead has them pull back. Texoma's going to take some air out of the ball. Scarborough extends out on Jackie Berry. Good luck hanging with Barry. Barry inside. Gets it to Collins. Collins goes up. It's challenged. Blocked from behind. Morland gets the rebound. Morland has a transition bucket. Oh, it rolls away. Anderson was open. Sorry. Anderson was open, puts it up, and misses it. Texoma holding the 13-point lead here. Morland scrambling, trying to get back in the game. Scarborough inbound it. It's into Clem. Clem trying to come over, penetrate in. She goes in. There's a whistle. Somebody's going to get called for a foul. That's going to go against Ortega. That's her third. Clem will get to shoot 2, and no time coming off the clock while she does. Clem makes it. That makes a 12-point game, 4 possessions. Both teams with subs coming in. And if you're watching Cardinal fans, a player we didn't get to see against us on Thursday, a big Kylie Wyrick, number 10. out on the floor. She's wearing a knee brace. She's all wrapped up tight. Nursing a knee injury, but out there. Wyrick's almost a head taller than everybody else. Abby Ortega puts it up and in. 13 points now, the difference. Ortega double clutches on the free throw. It's a miss. Wyrick has the rebound. Scarborough's going to bring it down. Texoma keeping the full court defense on. Not going to give Moreland anything easy here as they try to come back. Wyrick has it inside and puts it in. 11-point game. Texoma takes it across the court to Katie Yates. Barry's got it up top. Barry will pull back. They're going to challenge Moreland to come out and either foul them or have to provide enough defense. Barry's too quick for anybody to hold her. She gets it inside to Collins again. They did this last time. No foul was called this time. Barry gets it inside to Collins. Collins puts it up and then there'll be a foul called. Collins goes to the line shooting 2. And Van Zee will go to the bench. She's got 5 fouls now. Collins puts it in. 12-point game again for Texoma. It's a miss. Moreland has the rebound. Wyrick's holding it in the middle, looking for an outlet. She gets it out to Clem. Clem gets it to Wyrick, but it's too high, which is quite the feat. Texoma gets it, but in coming down in transition, bad pass from Ortega to Ortega. Abby overthrowing Melinda, and the ball go out of bounds. So it's still a 12-point game, and Moreland's got it back in their hands. Clem looks for Anderson on the backside. Anderson breaks through the press. It's tipped away by Abby Ortega, but it'll go out of bounds. Anderson will throw it back in from the sideline.
Keep working, Red.
Wyrick posts up, gets Collins on her hip, and gets a layup in. It's a 10-point game now. Moreland, by bits and pieces, is coming back. But only 2.5 minutes left is probably not going to be enough. Barry takes it into the lane, draws contact. Looks like it might be Anderson picking up the foul. It is not, it's Wyrick. That's 3 on Wyrick. Jackie misses the first of the 2 free throws. 5 team fouls on Moreland. Texoma will shoot from now on any foul, and they'll shoot 2. Barry misses them both. Scarborough comes away with the rebound. Ortega challenges. Now Anderson's got it. In the court for Howard. Back to Scarborough. Scarborough looks inside for Wyrick. It gets knocked away. Texoma steals the ball. Barry's got it in her hands. And Barry to Ortega. The 2 seniors out on the floor, helping to control pacing. They're joined by Collins, the other senior for Texoma. They get it into Jackie Barry in the middle. Howard's trying to sneak up on her. Good luck on that with Jackie. And it's back up. Texoma going to go ahead and run as much clock as they can get away with here before Moreland starts to foul. Anderson knocks it away from Barry, but she recovers. And it's back up top. Katie Yates across the way to Abby Ortega. Ortega penetrates the baseline, throws it to Collins, and a foul will be called, I think, on Anderson. Anderson took a lot of contact on that. She's going to have to regain her composure. Anderson picks up her 4th foul. Anderson tried to step in front for a charge, but she just wasn't quick enough. Ortega did a good job of drawing the contact. Puts in the first free throw. She's got another one coming. Texoma sitting an 11-point lead with 93 seconds left. It's probably going to be enough. It's a 4-possession game. Moreland's got the ball. Up ahead to Howard. Howard penetrating in. Clem's going for 3. It's a miss. Katie Yates has it. Out to Abby Ortega. Moreland will have to foul here. Oh! Ortega loses it out of bounds. Tried to hit the floor to hold onto the ball and cover up. Lost her grip on it, squirted out of bounds. Howard throws it in to Scarborough. Scarborough working against Ortega. That's Melinda Ortega, the sophomore. Now here's Abby Ortega, the senior. Abby gets a steal. There's a loose ball, gets it to Jackie Berry. Jackie's got it. And she'll take a baseline jumper. It's a miss. Collins fighting for the rebound. It'll squirt out of bounds. And it'll stay with Texoma. So Texoma with 11-point lead, 60 seconds, actually 57 seconds left. Looks like Texoma's going to hold on and take third here in the tournament. Coming up immediately after, your Cardinals will be taking on Merritt. We'll be talking about that game as soon as this one ends. Mitchell throws it back up to Barry. Barry's going to go ahead and hold off with it. Moreland's put in a bunch of backups. And we're going to finish out the game. Texoma will go ahead and run through their defense. Coach Broadhead realizes Moreland's gone ahead and taken a knee here. So this game's over. Texoma's going to win. Collins has it on the wing. Barry's got it up top. Texoma going through the motions, but running out clock. Strickland up top. And back to Jackie Berry. Collins has it. Holds it for the final buzzer. Texoma wins and takes third place here in the Morland tournament.
At this time, the Moreland Elementary Principal, Travis Templin, will give the third place plaque for the Texoma Lady Red Devils.
Cardinals come onto the floor, getting ready to play for third place in the tournament on the boys bracket. They're facing off against the Merritt Oilers. Merritt comes into this season with a 3-2 record. Both of their losses against Canute. Cardinals come in with a 4-1 record. Their only loss yesterday to Texoma, a 39-60 loss. Cardinals just could never get it going. Texoma had a lot to do with that. Texoma's ranked top 10 to start the year. They've lived in the rankings for the last couple of years, so that's not a surprise. Turpin struggles with Texoma early on in the year, and that was exactly the case last night. Cardinals struggled to get things going. Texoma managed to get it on the board and in the hole, and they win 60-39. But other than that, your Cardinals unscathed. But for the rest of the season, they've had the big win, the blowout with Tyrone, and another blowout with Buffalo. Both of those over 30-point wins. They played Fargo Gage Fort Supply fairly close, a 15-point win on the road, and then in the first game of the tournament, they played against Waukomis and won by a buzzer beater, 48-45. Running into the Texoma buzzsaw last night, gave us the lone loss. Merritt has a similar story. They have their big win. They blew out Cordell to start the year. They had a decent win of 11 points against Cheyenne Raid, and those were both on the road, both those wins. Sandwiched in between was a loss to Canute. Canute, we saw them last year in the Merritt tournament. Cardinals lost a heartbreaker in the Merritt tournament to Canute, which kept them out of the championship game. They would have played against Hooker in that game. Canute this year has it rolling. They'll play in the finals tonight of the boys tournament. But when they played Merritt yesterday, Merritt beat them by almost 20, 34-51. And when they played them earlier in the season, Merritt lost to Canute by 14, 50-64. These two teams played last year in the Merritt tournament. Last year, you'll remember, Turpin had a 17-10 season, and 4 of those losses came to Northwest Oklahoma rival Texoma. In the game against Merritt, Turpin ran on Merritt early. Got out early on him, hit a bunch of threes in the first half, and went into halftime with an 11-point lead. It looked like the game was on the verge of a blowout. In the third quarter, Merritt came out inspired, outscored the Cardinals in the third quarter, and brought it back to only a 2-point difference. The two teams dueled back and forth for the rest of the game, and the Cardinals came out on top 51-48. It was it would have been a 6-point win, but Merritt hit a 3 at the very end to help make it the 3-point difference, making it look a little closer than it was in the final moments. But Cardinals ended up winning the free throw battle at the end as Merritt tried to get the ball back. This year, Merritt has a lot of those same players. They only had 2 seniors last year, so the Cardinals, in taking on a team of mostly sophomores and juniors, carrying the load. This year, those sophomores and juniors are now upperclassmen. So it'll be interesting to watch the game. The Cardinals had the edge in speed at most of the positions on the floor. Were able to penetrate. They were able to shoot threes and get open shots. And Merritt ran a little bit slower version of the game and relied on a lot of outside shooting. They're doing that as well this year. They'll get out in transition, but most of their points are coming from strong inside play on rebounding combined with outside shooting. Now, they don't get a ton of rebounds. They're playing a little bit slower pace, but they have the rebounding edge in all of their games, even their losses. Out-rebounding 27-21, 33-24, 32-30, and 28-26. Out-rebounding every team they're playing. They're a pretty good passing team. They're averaging right at 10 assists a game, which means they move the ball well. Their steal numbers are not very high. They don't run a full court type of defense. They don't get up and down the court in that way. They will run a transition if they get a steal in the half court. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the Cardinals if Turpin comes out and runs their full court defense on them. A couple of things that I noticed when looking at them. Even though they've got some height, and we'll talk about that in a minute, they don't have a lot of blocks. 0, 3, 4, and 2 are their stats across their games. Another thing is Merritt's not shooting well. They have multiple games this year where they've shot under 40%, and their three-point shooting is very hit and miss. Against Moreland, they shot 47% from the three-point line, which is just a torrid pace. That'll get you on the way to a blowout in most of your games. They did that against Moreland and won by 13. They're allowing a three-point percentage shooting in the 20s. So they play a good job on defense on the three-point line. So Cardinals have to watch that. And as far as free throw shooting goes, they're hit and misses there. Some of their games are in the 50 percentile range. Some of them they're as high as 70. A couple of players I want to highlight. They've got a big guy inside, listing at 6'7". Luke Peffer. Very tall and has a tremendous jump. Lists at 32-inch vertical. He gets a lot of blocks. It'll be interesting to see how he matches up with gunner post. A lot of his blocks come from just playing tight defense on the player. He doesn't rotate over to get a lot of his blocks. But he has a block in Pregame of 1 this year, and that was a blowout against Cheyenne. He doesn't score a bunch, though. Oh, Cardinals are wearing their gray today. Your starters for the Cardinals. Number 2, Nash Levins. Number 3, Carson Peters. Number 10, Bryson Parker. Number 13, Austin Peters. And number 22, Gunner Post. I haven't seen dark gray.
Scoreboard to Merritt.
Number 4.
Number 10, Braden Bratcher.
Number 4, Cole Carter. Number 10, junior Braden Bratcher. Number 11, Caden Dunlap. Number 12, Mose Flowers. And number 15, Luke Peffer. Peffer, you can see when they break, you'll see the height of Peffer out there. He's a full head taller than most of the players on Merritt's team. Now, Peffer's tall, but the guy that we're really watching as far as scoring goes, they split the scoring between 2 guys. Josh Lingdon, number 1, who's not out there right now. Lingdon has games of over 20 multiple times this year. And then Caden Dunlap, number 11. Parker goes against Peffer, and the Cardinals win the tip. So these two teams almost exactly the same with only some minor changes. Cardinals had a couple of seniors off last year's crew that are no longer with us. They have the bigger wholesale changes, but all of these guys played last year. And Merritt's team almost entirely the same. The seniors that they graduated didn't result in a lot of the scoring in that game. Parker gets an opening, drives in, puts up a jumper. It's a miss. Peffer's there at the bucket. Jumps and gets the rebound. Down comes Bratcher, kicks it over, and it's in Cole Carter's hands. Carter looks inside for Peffer. Peffer's not a strong post-up type player. In Gunner waging a battle inside. They go for a lob to Peffer, and Peffer misses his first attempt. Doesn't get the rebound. The Cardinals have it. Nash Levins gets it and tosses it out to Carson Peters. Peters has it, looks to penetrate, kick it out in the edge, into the corner for his brother Austin Peters. Nash Levins has it up top, guarded by Carter. Levins drives inside, it gets tipped away by Flowers. And then Peffer runs over his own player, causes him to lose the ball. Gunner Post comes away with the steal, and the Cardinals have it. Bryson Parker gets left wide alone, and he'll get the first score of the game. Merritt a little bit out of sync on defense here. Cardinals go to their full court defense. They get it into the corner. Baseline drive. It's a miss on the layup, but Peffer is there for the rebound and gets it. Tie game at 2. Carson Peters has it in the middle, out to Levens. They go into Post. Post working against Peffer. Puts it up strong, gets his own rebound, and goes up again. Peffer's is tall, but Post was able to physically go against him and get the 2. Cardinals with the lead, 4-2. Merritt working up top. Levens gets a deflection, but Dunlap's able to hold on to it. They get it in the corner for Flowers. Flowers penetrates into a double team. He's trying to get it over to Peffer, but can't do it. And the ball get deflected out of bounds. This Merritt team last year ended with a losing record. Now, the year before that, they went to the state title. Or not the state title, but the state tournament. So a very good team. But these young guys, none of those were a big part of that team 2 years ago. It's been a reloading season for Merritt. Peffer puts it up. He misses the shot, but he'll get fouled. Cardinals paying close attention to Peffer. Don't want to let the guy get started. He doesn't have any big scoring games yet, but Cardinals seem to be trying to make sure he doesn't do it against us. Luke Peffer puts it up and misses the first. Peffer misses the second. Parker had him posted up, or not posted up, had him blocked out. Parker gets the rebound. Kick across the way to Levens. They go into Post again. Post picks it up. Kick out to Carson Peters. Austin penetrates in the lane, comes across the free throw and kicks out to Levens. Levens inside out for Parker. Parker's wide open. It's up. It's a miss. Peffer has positioning and comes down with it inside a Post. And Merritt will come the other way. Merritt into the half court. Dunlap working against Parker. He picks it up. Peffer's all the way outside the lane. They're trying to clear the way, and now they go 5 out. Peffer's got the ball in his hands, and Gunner looking at him, waiting to see what he's going to do. They get a switch, and then a long shot outside. It's a miss. And then coming over the back is going to be Braden Bratcher. Bratcher picks up his first. And now each team's got 1 foul at the halfway point of the first quarter. Kick into the corner, Austin Peters. Cardinals playing 4 out right now. They've got Gunner inside, looking to free him up. Gunner goes from the baseline, adds to his total. He's got 4 of the Cardinals' 6, and the Cardinals lead 6-2. Carson falls down. Cardinals readjust their defense to get a hold of him. And they reset into the half court. Cardinals staying in their man-to-man. And it's lost. Austin Peters comes away with the steal. Gets deflected, but he holds on to it. Bryson Parker working up top against Flowers. Up top, Post is going to go for 3. Oh, rims out. Nobody there to rebound. And Dunlap has it. Dunlap over to Flowers. Flowers on the wing, guarded by Levens. Up top to Carter. Carter looking for an opening, penetrates to kick it to Flowers. Flowers likes the catch and shoot 3. Several of these guys do. Carson Peters comes away with the rebound after the miss, and he's got the ball pitched out to Levens, who's wide open for a 3-point attempt. Levens doesn't hit it. And Peffer, I have no idea why, but he pivoted around to try and find an outlet pass. The outlet was probably going to get stolen, and Peffer stepped out of bounds while he did so. So Cardinals get the chance for a throw-in. Quick jumper by Carson Peters. It's in, and the Cardinals hold an 8-2 lead. Number 1 is their best player. Don't know where he is. Right. Don't know where he is.
They didn't have him as like to write down
Right.
that playing, and then they just he's starting. So
Yeah. Trying to figure out what's going on. Looking at film, the best player this season, the high scorer, has been a guy named Joshua Lignan, but he's not here today for Merritt. Not sure what that is. Saul Alvarado has come in for the Cardinals. Bryson Parker will take a break. No, Bryson's still out there. Austin Peters will take a break. Took me a moment to figure out who he subbed in for. Cardinals lose the ball. Flowers has it in his hands. Flowers really likes to set up and shoot threes off the pass. Drive inside, and it's another miss. Merritt can't buy a bucket right now. That was Jacob Miller who'd just come in. Gunner's got it. And now it's out to Saul on the wing. Saul penetrates to the baseline, looking for somebody to give it to. Carson goes baseline, back out to Saul. Merritt looks to have switched into a zone here. They had been going man against the Cardinals. They might still be a man. They might just be sagging off it pretty hard. Yeah, it is still a man. Cardinals miss the jumper. Dunlap comes away with it. Dunlap has a game where he scored 23 this year. He did that against Morland yesterday. Sorry, on Monday. He did that against Morland on Monday. Carson's got it. Looks to penetrate, but you got to start the ball in a downward motion before you take off. Otherwise, it's a travel. Riley Fowler's going to come in. Austin Peters will come in, and Gunner Post and Saul Alvarado to the bench. So the Cardinals using their depth and coming out and challenging Merritt with full court man-to-man defense. Carson tips it away. It bounced off of Braden Bratcher last before it goes out of bounds. Bratcher's going to come out, and Cole Carter will come back in. Cardinals on the floor in the gray jerseys. I don't know how well it picks up on your video. It might look like everybody's wearing white out there, but the Cardinals in their gray and red. Bryson Parker goes for the shot. He misses it. Peffer gets the rebound. So your lineup on the floor in the gray. You've got Carson Peters, Bryson Parker, Austin Peters, Nash Levins, and Riley Fowler. Flowers over the top to Carter. Carter's got it. Fowler challenging him. Now they get to Peffer. Levins now is playing against Peffer. Levins fouled him on the floor before he went up, and the Cardinals trying to make sure Peffer can't get going, and the strategy has worked. The Cardinals have held Merritt to only 2 points so far in the game. Post will come back in. Levins will go to the bench. He'll rest up. Gunner has done a great job holding Peffer in check so far in this game. They get a switch. They ran that play just for Peffers. They pulled a screen on him. Peffers rolled to get the switch. They found him, but Peffer still couldn't score it. Cardinals tried something similar to get it to Gunner Post and just about lost the ball. It got deflected but rolled out of bounds. Last touch by Merritt. And Cardinals get a second chance on this one. So it looks like both teams are making this game about the post players. Cardinals getting a much better game out of Gunner Post so far than Merritt's getting out of Luke Peffer. And the scoreboard shows it. Austin Peters from outside. That might be his first points of the tournament. He's been focusing a little more on his defensive game and other things to supplement what the Cardinals are doing. But Austin drains the shot. Cardinals are up by 9. And the Cardinals managed to hold Merritt to only 2 points for the first quarter. Tremendous defensive effort. Your Lady Cardinals playing against Fargo Gage Fort Supply had a defensive gem of a game. And the Cardinals come out and are doing the same so far in this game. your stats from the first quarter. Nash Levens has a rebound, 2 fouls, and a block. Carson Peters has 2 points, a rebound, a steal, and a block. Bryson Parker has 1 bucket, 2 rebounds. Austin Peters has a 3-pointer and 2 steals. Gunnar Post played a tremendous first quarter. He's got 4 points, a rebound, a steal, and a block. Cardinals with the 11-2 lead. Alexa, you learning? Are you joining us? I'm joined tonight by the amazing and awesome Addison Hogg, doing a fantastic job running the scoreboard and keeping track of all the stats for you. Cardinals on the floor to start the second quarter. Looks to be the same 5 that ended it. You got the 2 Peters brothers, Carson and Austin, Bryson Parker, Gunnar Post, and Riley Fowler. Cardinals collapse in as Merritt gets the ball in close. Coming in for Merritt, we got a new player, number 32, Talon Frazier. They go inside to Peffer, and Peffer is able to make a move and gets to the hole. Nicely done. The junior is able to use his height, length, and speed to get a bucket. Merritt was really needing something to counteract what Cardinals have been able to do through the first quarter. Gunner's got it outside. Now it's over to Peters on the wing. Up top to Parker. Parker defended by Flowers. He splits the defense, draws contact, and Parker's going to help somebody get a foul from Merritt. That foul's going to go against Cole Carter. That's his first and the first of the quarter. Remember, with the new rules, we count up to 5 fouls in each quarter, and then we reset. So that's the first team foul of the quarter. At 5, teams shoot 2 free throws for every foul from then on, other than a 3-point shooting foul. Peffer extends out all the way to guard Gunnar Post. Merritt's back in a man-to-man. When they were in a man-to-man earlier, Cardinals were able to take advantage of them a little bit. Cardinals team speed a little bit more than what they can handle. They go inside, Riley Fowler, and Riley Fowler going against Frazier. And the 2 players come off the bench, but the advantage goes to the Cardinals, and Riley gets the Cardinals the 9-point lead again. Dunlap picks it up, and it's back to Carter. Cardinals doing a good job of playing defense without fouling. Oh, as soon as I say it, Peffer goes up for the shot. Carson Peters says, no, you can't. Peters stuffs that shot, but he'll get called for contact. I think they called contact on the body. So instead of the layup, Peffer's got to earn it the hard way from the free throws after the foul by Carson Peters. And again, focus for the Cardinal defense seems to be making sure Luke Peffer cannot get going. Peffer misses both of the shots. So I guess the strategy worked out as long as the Cardinals have the fouls to spare. And Carson has the ball up top, out to Bryson Parker now. Bryson gets open for a 3-pointer and drains it. Cardinals now have a double-digit lead, 16-14. Bryson steals the ball, out to Riley Fowler. Riley off the glass and in. Cardinals on the run, 18-4. Carter gets out up ahead of the defense, and Merritt will have the ball in the half court. Carter on the wing. They go inside to Peffer. Gunner almost gets it deflected away. Flowers out to Frazier. Frazier coming inside, and Peters is going to pick up his second foul. He'd gone for the deflection. He might have got the ball cleanly, but Frazier's momentum carried him into Carson. Carson will pick up the foul. That's his second. That's his second. That's second on the team. Both of those on Carson in the last 2 possessions. And Saul Alvarado will come in, and Carson will have to take a break and rest those 2 fouls. Make sure he doesn't pick up a third one before half. Cardinals challenge even on the inbounds play. Cardinals defense right now, a puzzle that Merritt is not able to solve. They go into Peffer. Peffer gets open, and another block shot. They're not going to let Peffer have anything easy, at least so far. This one's called on Riley Fowler, and it is called on the arm. So it was not a clean block. He got the arm. Coach Husband pulls everybody from Merritt over to talk things over. Peffer hits a free throw. He struggled with his shooting touch in the early part of the game. Peffer misses the second. There's nobody there to rebound because everybody's talking to Coach Husband. and the Cardinals will come the other way. Alvarado's got it. They do a pick and roll to Bryson. Bryson penetrates in deep, almost gets the roll to fall, but the contact is what made him miss, and it's going to go against Cole Carter. That's his second. So 2 on Carter. That's 2 on the team. Parker puts up the first and makes it. That's 6 in the early going for Parker. He leads all scorers with 6, makes his second, now he's got 7. 3-pointer, a jumper, and a couple of free throws. Cardinals might get a 5 count here. And they do! Cardinals defense comes up big. Man, if you're a fan of defense, there's not much better than getting a charge or a 5 count or a 10 count. And the Cardinals managed to get the 5 count here. Stifling defense from the Cardinals so far, only allowing 5 points through a quarter and a half against Merritt. Alvarado drives in, puts it up. That one's a miss. Cardinals didn't have a rebounder ready. Dunlap's got the rebound. And he brings it up for Merritt. Flowers comes across, penetrates, tries to get a Pepper. Austin Peters with the hustle, gets it to Parker. Nice job by Peters, picks up the steal. Parker pulls up for the jumper. Alvarado is there. Fowler's there. And they're going to tie it up. Well, we might have a foul. Nope, they tie it up. It's a jump ball. Tremendous hustle by the Cardinals. Merritt's looking a little bit shell-shocked here. Alvarado's got to find somebody. He does. He gets it into Fowler. Fowler penetrates to a double team, stops him, and then a kick out. It makes it around to Parker. Parker's open for 3, and he puts it in. Parker's in double digits now, and Merritt's going to have to take another timeout. Coach Husband's got to figure this thing out. Timeout Merritt. Cardinals on the run, and the lead is extended to 18. Cardinals defense has just been way too much for Merritt so far. By the way, it's a good time to remind you, Merritt's a 2A school. When I said they made the state tournament 2 years ago in 2022, spring of 2022, that was the 2A state tournament. So the Cardinals playing up a class today, trying to bring home third place hardware. Earlier today, the Lady Cardinals finished off the tournament going 2-1, picking up a win over Fargo Gage Fort Supply, putting on a defensive clinic, and shutting down the Lady Bulldogs en route to a big win. Merritt's going to the bench again. Riker Simpson has come in, number 14. Austin Peters again, just making life hard here for Merritt. He deflects the ball out of bounds. Simpson will have to try again. They finally get it in. That's Jacob Miller, who's also come in. And we're going to have contact on the Cardinals. Riley Fowler picking up his second foul. Dunlap has it in the half court. He's guarded by Parker. Cardinals have stayed in the half court for this whole game. They've stayed in man-to-man for the whole game. Dunlap comes in. Big contact with Parker. Nothing's called. Gunner Post tracks down the rebound. And we're going to have a foul. See who it's on. Everybody's assuming it's on number 11, Dunlap, and they were correct in that assumption. Jackson Leonard's going to come in now. Riley Fowler to the bench. Coach Biebermeyer using his depth. Starting to reach down into the bench, keep things going. Coach Husband has been reaching down into the bench as well. And the Cardinals' pressure defense having an effect here. Both teams having to start going into their substitutes. However, Gunnar Post, one of the starters for the Cardinals, adds to the total and makes it a 21-point lead for the Cardinals. Dunlap working against Parker. Dunlap trying to gain the edge, and Parker is able to get back in front of him. Dunlap trying every trick he's got, tried hooking Bryson, still couldn't get around him. Peffer has to extend all the way up to above the three-point line to get the ball. And now Miller's going to go for a long jumper and hit it. If Moreland has to resort to jumpers like that for offense against the Cardinals, then you know the defense is working well. Peffer completely out of the lane, having to help make the offense work. Cardinals on a roll here. They need to keep extending it. Last year when these two teams played in Merritt, the Cardinals had a big lead, but Merritt was able to come back in the third quarter and help close out. Alvarado penetrates, looks for Leonard underneath, and the pass squirts out of bounds, last touched by the gray jerseys. Carson Peters will come back in. Bryson Parker will go to the bench. Cardinals switch up the defense. Looks like they're going to stay in man-to-man, but go to a half-court man-to-man. Give Merritt something else to think about. Peffer takes it. Again, Peffer having to come all the way out of the post just to make the offense work is a nice sign for the Cardinals defense. Shot is missed. Merritt does come away with the rebound. They're having to work really hard just to try to get anything going. They do a back cut. It's a miss, and Peffer's able to come away from it, or come away with it. Merritt finally gets another bucket off the second chance goal by Peffer. 26-9 now. Peters penetrates out to Gunnar. He made the first one. Why not do it again? Gunnar Post now joins his teammate Bryson Parker in the double figures land. He's got 10 of the Cardinals' 29. Austin Peters applying the defense, gets another steal. Austin's been fantastic on defense. Carson's got it up top. Cardinals work the offense again. Merritt trying to figure out how to stay up with the Cardinals. Cardinals have a speed edge, and it's really showing. Jackson Leonard posting up inside against Simpson. Goes ahead and lets go of it, then comes around the near side to post up. Peffer working against Post. And it's back in Austin Peters' hands, reset the offense. Gunner's pulling Peffer out. Peffer'd like to stay inside and try for block attempts. And a loose ball. It's picked up by Riker Simpson, but he's got 1 foot out of bounds. Bryson Parker's going to come back in. Austin's going to have to come out. Carson will come out. Bryson's got it baseline. Gunner's wide open. Let's see if we can get a third three-pointer. Oh, just about went. Rims out. Dunlap's got the ball. He's racing through. In amidst a bunch of Cardinals, and there'll be enough jockeying for position that Saul Alvarado's going to pick up a foul. Cardinals played really clean in the first quarter, but we've had 5 whistles against us now in the second, and that'll put Dunlap at the line. Dunlap makes the first. That pulls Merritt back within 20. Dunlap makes them both. 29-12. Well, they only gave him credit for one, but he made both free throws. Alvarado's got it up top and back to Parker. Cardinals may go ahead and play for last shot here. Parker's just playing with Cole Carter right now. Into the corner for Austin Peters. Back up top for Parker. Carter got tipped away from Parker, but Parker recovers it. 40 seconds left. They get it inside. Jackson Leonard makes a bucket. Okay. Carter into the middle. Ratcher gets rid of it. And Mason Mong has come in. Merritt's searching for a solution here. Alvarado just about gets it away from Carter. It's over to Miller. Back to Carter. Carter gets it stolen. Saul Alvarado reaches up. Doesn't tip it, just takes it away. Alvarado, one man. Oh, I was going to say a one-man transition. He was going 2-on-4. Jackson Leonard in support. The freshman could see on the clock there was only 4 seconds left, so he's going to go ahead and force the shot. Carter will force the shot. He can't hit it, and the Cardinals go in for halftime, and it's 31-11. I really think it's 31-12. I thought Carter made both free throws, but maybe that's not the case. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. We'll get some stats. Merritt's actually checking with official scoring right now. And I said, I thought there was one more point, but don't take my word for it. Addison Hogg might have it here. Actually, I'm going to take a look real quick if you'll give me a moment. Nope, Addison Hogg has it as 11 points also. I'm going to take the amazing and awesome Addison Hogg's word for it on her stats. So they'd actually given Merritt an extra point earlier. Current stats. Nash Levens has a rebound and 2 fouls. Sorry, let me start back over. Nash Levens has a rebound, 2 fouls, and a block. Carson Peters has 1 bucket, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, and a block. Bryson Parker leading all scoring. He's got 10. And, he's tied for the lead in scoring. He has 10, as well as Gunnar Post having 10. You are welcome to sit there, but you're going to be on YouTube the whole time if you do. Bryson. Let me start over on Bryson. He's got 10 points. 1 field goal, 2 3-pointers, and 2 free throws. He's got 2 rebounds and a steal. Austin Peters has a 3-pointer, 3 steals. Tremendous hustle by Peters. And a block. Gunnar Post has 10 points as well. Tied with Bryson for the lead amongst all scorers. He's got 2 3-pointers, 2 field goals inside. He's got 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Saul Alvarado came in, had a foul, a steal, and an assist. Jackson Leonard came in and got a bucket. Riley Fowler came in off the bench and had 2 field goals, a rebound, and 2 fouls. Cardinals jumped out to the early lead, 11-2, and then went on the run, beating Merritt 20-9 in the second quarter, building up a big lead. For Merritt, without having Ligdon here, or Ligdon, not sure again what's going on with Ligdon. Maybe somebody from Merritt has the inside information. Hopefully Ligdon's okay. But Ligden is not on the bench, doesn't seem to be here today for the game, and he's the leading scorer for this Merritt team. So instead, Merritt has been pushing the ball hard to Peffer. Luke Peffer has 6 points, leading the way for them. Sorry, 7 points, 3 field goals and 1 free throw. Dunlap has 2 free throws, and the only other bucket is 1 field goal by Miller. Miller coming off the bench to get it as well. Foul trouble, nobody's really in foul trouble for Merritt. Bratcher's got 1 and Carter's got 2. That's not a surprise. They've struggled on defense just keeping up with the Cardinals, much less being able to foul them. Your Cardinals doing a great job in the first half and have scrambled out to a 31-11 lead. Not saying it as a warning, but just as a reminder, when these two teams played last year, the 2A Merritt Oilers, by the way, Merritt's a very proud school. They sit on the edge of Elk City. We've got some Turpin connections with people who live at Merritt, including a former state champion golfer, Travis Stout, who lives at Elk City, and who's got at least 1 kiddo who's going to Merritt schools right now. We didn't get a chance to see the Merritt girls. They aren't in this tournament, but later on when we go to Merritt, we'll talk about that some more. But Merritt, very proud school. They have a long history of being good at basketball, including that state tournament run that they made in 2022. They did not win a title that year, but boy, howdy, were they good. And then last year, the Cardinals caught them in their own tournament and were able to beat them to take 3rd place. But in that game, the Cardinals had a big lead at half. Now, that time it was only 8 points, but the Cardinals looked to be on the verge of exploding on them. They've been running the floor. They've been hitting threes, much like this game. And then Merritt came out after halftime completely inspired. Now, that game was in Merritt. Merritt had a lot to play for, with it being their own tournament, with hosting, with defending the home court. This game's at Moreland. And Merritt had a demoralizing loss against Canute, their 2nd loss in a row against Canute. And the Cardinals might be catching them at the right time. You can see some pieces on this Merritt team. Peffer can really move, and he's got height. They just don't seem to have the offense synced up with his skill set. They're missing Lignan. And then Caden Dunlap hasn't been able to do anything because of the Cardinals' defense. Again, Dunlap scored 23 yesterday. He hit 5 3-pointers, so beware. This is a team that can shoot. Flowers can shoot. Dunlap can shoot. And Lignan can shoot, but he's not here. So Cardinals are going to have to be careful. If they back off, if they allow openings, this Merritt team will drop it in from outside. So Cardinals have done a fantastic job with their man-to-man defense, not giving any quarter and not allowing open shots. There have been no 3-pointers yet for Merritt. Hopefully that'll stay the case. Merritt comes back out. Can't tell by looking at him. Is that determination? Or is Merritt in position where they have to accept that maybe the Cardinals have their number tonight? Just over a minute left before we kick off the second half. Cardinals playing against the Oilers for 3rd place here in the Merritt Holiday Tournament. Oh, I think we have our answer. Looks like Ligden's in a boot. That's a huge loss. I don't know Ligden's numbers from when they played Canute yesterday, but I know when they played Canute the first time, Ligden had 3 3-pointers and 24 points. So I wish we'd gotten to play Merritt at their full strength. But you got to play with what you got. Lady Cardinals had to do that today. Kemper Post went down with an injury in the first half. The Lady Cardinals had to play the second half without her. Hopefully Kemper will be back for next week. But Kemper was the last of the 5 starters from last year's team still on the court for the Lady Cardinals. Sorry, I take that back. Megan Weber started team games as well. But with Tatum Boyd and Abby Buller on the bench for today's game, Kemper Post and Megan were our last 2. Kemper went out with the injury, so Megan had to finish off as the only one left. We start things off in the second half. They get the ball in Pepper's hands. He doesn't even turn and look at the bucket. Post and Levens trading off duties as to who's going to guard Peffer. The reason I'm mentioning Peffer so much is it's obvious they're having to run the offense through him with Lignan on the bench. Flowers goes for it from outside. He likes a catch and shoot three. This time he caught it, started to take a step, and then decided he was open enough to shoot it. That's not a shot that's usually going to go in. You want to get set before you're going to put it up like that. Bryson Parker brings it down. Your Cardinals on the floor right now. It's the starters for the game. The Peters brothers, Austin and Carson, Post, Parker and Levens. Carson Peters rolls over the top of the screen from Bryson. Post is working inside against Peffer. And then he pops out to the baseline. Levens comes to the high post. Carson Peters kicks it out for Austin. Austin back into the corner for Carson. Carson comes over the screen from his brother, puts it up, misses it, but gets his own rebound. Loses it on the way on a drive inside. Regains it. They go outside to Parker. And Peffer gets the rebound. So both teams' opening possession of the second half comes up for no points. Oh, somebody lost Dunlap. So Caden Dunlap gets the bucket. And the first points of the second half go to Merritt. They went the entire first quarter with only one bucket. Parker's double team, kick out on the edge to Austin Peters. He hit his first three. This one rims out just barely. Cardinals are missing, but they're missing just barely. And that's the way you like to see it if you're going to have a miss. It shows your shooting touch is intact. Flowers up top. Kicks it out to Peppers. Again, Peppers out beyond the three-point line to make the offense work. And they're going to go Cole Carter from the edge. He misses it. Carson Peters has the rebound. Boy, we do not want to see Merritt get going from outside the line. Peters penetrates a little bit, then kick out to Levens. Bryson Parker sneaks inside and takes advantage of Flowers. 2 points for Bryson, so both teams come out. 2 points apiece. That's 12 points now for Bryson Parker. And the first whistle of the half is going to go against the Cardinals. That's on Nash Levens. That's his third foul. Cardinals picking up Merritt in full court. Carson Peters is working against Braden Bratcher. On the floor, you've got Flowers, Bratcher, Dunlap, Peffer, and Carter. Flowers penetrates in, doesn't get it. You're going to have offensive interference. Peffer came in, grabbed the rim. That's an offensive interference. I don't know if they give a warning on that. Carson Peters has it up top. Oh, Peppers tips a pass and is able to get the steal. Carson Peters tried to go over the top of him, and Pepper's a little bit too long. I say a little bit too long. He's really long. He's not just 6'7". He's got the arms to go on top of it. So he can cover a lot of ground vertically. Pepper trying to get open. Cardinals making sure to pay close attention to him. Dunlap gets a shot off, but he had to force that one. It's a miss, and Austin Peters has the rebound. Nash Levens took contact, and Nash is down. I think Nash was playing over on Dunlap. I think it might be contact to the eye. Yeah. Nash has contact to the eye. Might be his contacts, by the way. Carson Peters has it up top. Riley Fowler comes in for Levens. Carson into the lane. He gets open for a shot. Riley Fowler gets the rebound, but we'll see who the foul's on. And that's going to go against Miller. Nope, that's Braden Bratcher, not Miller. Levens is okay. He'll come back in. Austin Peters will come out and get a break. We're nearing the halfway point of the third quarter, and each team only has one bucket so far. We've slowed down into a defensive battle. Nash Levens goes for three. Oh, just barely off. Oh, lob pass in for Peffer. Contact on somebody. I don't know if it's on Gunner or Nash. Gunner's got more to give, and the foul is on him. That's only his first. Cardinals making sure Peffer doesn't get anything clean. They're not going with a full hack-a-shack type defense. They're just making sure Peffer doesn't get any easy or clean looks, making sure he has a body on him at all time. Long shot again from Merritt. They're going to the three-point line now. But another miss. Cardinals can relate. They had that kind of game yesterday against Texoma. Parker out on the edge to post. He's got 2 3-pointers, goes for another one. Misses it, but Levens has it. Levens puts it in. So Levens gets the rebound and the putback. Cardinals back into that full court defense. Fowler working against Carter. Cardinals got to come quick. And Peffer gets open. Cardinals did not come down the court quick enough in their full court defense once the ball got past them. When that ball gets past you, it's sprinting time. And instead it turned into a 2-on-2, and Riley Fowler was having to guard Peffer by himself. Peffer goes to the line. Peffer struggled from the free throw line today. Misses his first. That's the second foul. Oh, they're calling it on Gunner. So Gunner picks up his second foul. Sorry, it's not on Riley. It's a miss, but Bryson Parker's there. Cardinals with a big rebounding edge in this game. I don't know stats for you, but they've done a great job of making sure that Merritt's not getting second chances. Carson Peters working for it, and then gives it up to his brother Austin. Austin over the top. Cardinals reset the offense. Fowler out on the edge. Bryson Parker posting up Mose Flowers inside. He's got a height advantage on Flowers. It's a miss by Parker. Ball gets tipped out. And last out on Turpin. Merritt's got the ball back. Cardinals have added to the lead, but have only scored 4 points in the quarter. Their defense has held Merritt to a 2-point quarter again so far in this third. They only allowed 2 points in the first. Merritt's biggest quarter was 9 in the second, but they're struggling on offense again, and the Cardinals' defense is the big reason for that. Nice move there. Braden Bratcher gets an easy look, goes for the layup and puts it in. And Merritt has 4 now, and it's a 20-point lead for Cardinals. Gunner post up top, back to Carson Peters. Carson has it out on the edge to Austin Peters. Bryson's posting up saying, hey, give me the ball, guys. I've got about 5 inches on Mose Flowers. I'm ready here. Gunner's got it. Back up top to Bryson. Bryson inside to Riley, out to the corner. Cardinals with tremendous ball movement here. Merritt working to stay up with him. Riley's got it inside now. He'll take advantage of a smaller defender in Mason Mung. And the Cardinals finding mismatches with this Merritt defense. The speed of the Cardinals means that Merritt can't go with a big lineup. Riley Fowler pulls the ball away from Peffer. He knew he was going to end up traveling, the momentum coming forward, and so he just tossed the ball. Provided some amusement for the Cardinal crowd. Riley will come out, and Saul Alvarado will come in. So on the floor for the Cardinals in their gray jerseys, the Peters brothers, Austin and Carson, Post, Parker, and Saul Alvarado. Austin Peters. Oh, nice back cut. Gunner post. Comes over, responds, helps out tremendously. Braden Bratcher had made a fantastic cut. They called a foul on Saul Alvarado. Interesting call. Saul picks up his second. That's 4 on Turpin now. Peffer's got it in the corner. It's off his leg, but he's able to recover it. Sorry, off Mong's leg. And now it's Bratcher up top. Carson Peters challenging him. Bratcher comes in, makes a circus shot. Oh, Peffer tossed it out of bounds. That's been a delay of game call every time we've seen it in the earlier games, but we got a different officiating crew today. Parker gets open for a jumper and puts it in. Cardinals with their biggest lead of the game. They've had 22 several times. Peters tips it away. Dunlap doesn't get a clean look at it and just kind of tosses it into the air. Coach Husband will talk things over with Merritt. They trail by 22, and they haven't put up more than 9 in every given quarter, so it's not looking good for Merritt. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders before we go through stats. All right, Nash Levens has 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 fouls, and a block. Carson Peters has 1 field goal, 4 rebounds, 2 fouls, 1 steal, and 1 block. Bryson Parker has a whole bunch now. Let me total it up. 14 total, 2 3-pointers, 2 free throws, and 3 field goals to go with 3 rebounds and a steal. Austin Peters has a 3-pointer, a rebound, 3 steals, and a block. Gunnar Post has 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, and a block. Saul Alvarado, 2 fouls, a steal, and an assist. Jackson Leonard, 1 field goal for 2 points. Riley Fowler, 6 points off 3 field goals, 3 rebounds, and 3 fouls. Cardinals tied that quarter. So Cardinals had 39 to 11. And the Cardinals had the possession arrow to start the fourth quarter. So Cardinals have won every quarter so far. That one was the closest at a 10-8 quarter. Alvarado comes inside. It's a miss, but Gunnar Post is there, and a beautiful reverse layup. I guess that was more the Mikan drill, wasn't it? So Gunnar gets another 2 points. That's 12 for him now. And the Cardinals back to that now with their biggest lead of the game at 24. On the floor for the Cardinals to start this quarter, Jackson Leonard, Bryson Parker, Carson Peters, Saul Alvarado, and Gunnar Post. Coach Husband doesn't like something out there. He's going to take a timeout and talk things over with his young squad. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Coach Husband for Merritt's going with a totally different 5 here. I don't think he's got a single starter on the floor. I got to look at it here in a second. Out on the floor, you got number 32, Talon Frazier. Number 22, Mason Mong. Number 10, Braden Bratcher. Okay, Braden Bratcher did start. Number 14, Riker Simpson. And number 3, Hudson Dyer. I don't think we've seen Dyer yet in the game, but there he is. So Talon Frazier has it to high post. Long shot's a miss. Gunnar Post gets the rebound, but it gets tipped away. Fight for the ball. Gunnar Post gets it back. Carson Peters brings it in the front court. Cardinals start the quarter. Peters, Parker, Post, and Jackson Leonard. 3-point shot by Bryson Parker. That gives him 17 now. Drive inside by Bratcher. And Parker's going to pick up a blocking foul. That's first foul on Bryson. Bratcher was putting up a shot, so he'll get to shoot 2. Good chance these two teams see each other later on in the year. In January, that first weekend in January, we'll head over to Merritt for the Merritt tournament. We've done that tournament 3 years in a row. Well, this will be our 3rd year to do it in 24. We've really liked that. We got a chance to see some competition we don't normally see, including teams like Canute and Merritt. However, we're watching them play this year in this Morland tournament. So great minds seem to think alike. A whole bunch of good teams finding each other now in 2 tournaments this year. Long shot ends up a rebound in Merritt's hands. Bratcher hands it off to Mong. Ends up over in Simpson's hands. Simpson up top to Frazier at the free throw line. He finds Bratcher, who penetrated into the Cardinal defense. Cardinals collapse on Bratcher, tie it up, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow to Merritt. Up top it goes to Bratcher. Bratcher gets a little bit of an opening. That's about as open as anybody's been in this game. And Bratcher's able to make the jump shot. And it's back to a 24-point game. It was 26 for a short time. And Merritt pulls it back to 24 points. Gunner post over to Austin Peters. Austin rolls it back up. And back to Bryson. Loose double team on Bryson. And he'll go cross court to Austin. Austin back to Bryson on the baseline. Into Jackson Leonard, who's wide open. Jackson misses it. But Austin Peters again with the hustle play. Bryson Parker finds an opening, comes in and puts a jumper in from the middle of the lane. I think that's 19 for Bryson now. Bryson's got his touch knocking on the door of 20. Merritt trying to find an opening. The Cardinals still in their man-to-man defense. And a rebound by Simpson turns into a deflection, and Merritt's going to go out of bounds. You can tell it's not a lack of hustle. Merritt's been working hard. Cardinals just have the speed advantage, and their defense has taken Merritt out of their game plan. That game plan probably involved Joshua Lignan, but he's in a boot over on the sideline. Cardinals go to the backside for Gunner post. He thinks about it. Simpson's coming out on him, though, and Gunner will drain his 3rd three. Parker and post, dropping it in from outside and punishing the Merritt defense. And we're going to have a foul on Austin Peters. Austin looks to be done for the night. 29-point lead for the Cardinals. So we'll have another senior come and take a seat. Nash Levens was a little bit earlier, and now Austin to the bench. Mason Nelson is in. Substitutions as well for Merritt. Colton Kirk has come in. Penetration into the lane. That was Hudson Dyer. And it gets knocked out of bounds. Riley Fowler will come in, and Gunner Post will head to the bench. I think Gunner's probably done for the night as well. Gunner with a big night, scoring 15. So on the floor right now. Oh, Max Garza came in. I don't know when he snuck in. So on the floor for the Cardinals, you got one starter left. That's Bryson Parker. Jackson Leonard's out there hitting a jumper. Shot that one off the glass. I don't know if he called it, but we'll give him full points for it. That's 4 for Jackson. Max Garza's out there, Mason Nelson, Bryson Parker, Riley Fowler. Mung's got it. Now it's with Dyer. Bratcher for Merritt and Parker for the Cardinals with the 2 starters left on the floor. It's turned into one of my favorite things, which is a JV scrimmage. In this case, because the Cardinals have built up a 29-point lead. Nelson working with Dyer. Pass will go out of bounds. Last touched, I think, by Max Garza's back. Bounced off the dart. Bryson Parker's done for the night. So he'll go to the bench. And Jackson Leonard as well. Omar Parra and Salvarado come in. Simpson's a lot of fun to watch under there. He and Garza are having a duel. On a Saturday night, if I'm at home, usually I'm watching MMA, and it was starting to kind of look like it down there. There were some elbows and some forearm shivers. Two young players not wanting to give up position. Riley Fowler's got the ball thrown into Saul Alvarado. Mong will be done for Merritt. Alvarado penetrates baseline, gets it into Riley Fowler. He's triple teamed. Kicks it out for Mason Nelson, who puts up the shot. But Mason Nelson shuffling his feet a little bit. It's Saturday night. He thought he'd put on a dance step. Referees didn't agree with the strategy, though. And so it's a turnover. Cardinals with a 31-point lead now. Ball's deflected, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched by number 5, Austin Smith, who came in. On the floor for Merritt, you've got Austin Smith, number 5, number 14, Riker Simpson, number 10, Braden Bratcher, 32, Tylen Frazier. Riley Fowler puts up a shot. He misses it, but I think Garza got the tip in. We'll see. Yep, it goes to Garza. So Garza gets the rebound and the tip in. Simpson tries for his own version of the tip in, but misses it, and Riley Fowler comes away with the rebound. I don't think I went through the full Merritt crew that's on the floor, but I don't know if I can keep up with them fast enough. Garza with a shot, it's a miss. The officials are going to go ahead and let the players at the scorers table come in. Number 23 for each team, Jag Huffman for the Cardinals and John Haynes for Merritt. Alvarado's done for the night. They go inside to Frazier. Simpson now out on the edge. They try a give and go, Frazier and Simpson do. Frazier doesn't get the note, though, and so Simpson comes through the lane without getting the ball back. Riley Fowler tips the ball away from Frazier, and Jag Huffman has it. Out on the edge to Omar Parra. Over the top to Mason Nelson. Into the corner for Max Garza, who will go with a quick three-pointer. It's in. Cardinals now up 56-20. Cardinal JV picking up where the varsity left off. Throwing in the points and extending the lead even further. Jag Huffman trying to add 3 more. Almost gets it. Riley Fowler has underneath. Huge amount of contact, and it gets deflected out of bounds. Off the block shot by Merritt. Caden Gillespie coming in. Daniel Ponce coming in. Angel Silva coming in. Mason Nelson done for the night. Omar Parra done for the night. And Riley Fowler done for the night. Cardinals will pick up 3rd place here in the Merritt tournament. Only question now is, are the Cardinals going to get a 40-point lead before the game is over and break 60? Dyer on his way. Angel Silva doesn't want to let him have it. And Silva provides the defense. And it's going to go out of bounds. Somehow touched by Silva. Jag Huffman will come out. I don't know who came in for him. But on the floor, you've got Ponce and Nelson, Caden Gillespie, Angel Silva, and Max Garza. Baseline shot put up and blocked by the side of the goal. That was John Haynes putting up that shot. Simpson has it up top. Garza applying the defense on Simpson. These are the two that were doing a practice MMA match a little bit earlier. Ponce's got it. Looks up ahead for Garza. Garza into the lane, puts up a jumper. It's a miss. Gillespie can't haul it in, and Dyer's got it going the other way. Nelson's up ahead. Nelson to the ground hard, but the layup will go in. The referees are more than willing to let this game go ahead and finish, so I don't think too many war whistles are going to get blown. As long as somebody doesn't try something too extreme. Cardinals going to their victory clap. Deflection ends up in Merritt's hands. Cardinals with a 34-point lead. Merritt might get a couple more points tacked on, but it's a big win for the Cardinals here. And 3rd place hardware coming back to Turpin from the Merritt, or from the, almost said the Merritt tournament, from the Morland tournament. Shots missed, Cardinals win. We'll get the announcement for the third place plaque. And then we'll have your stats, and then we'll be done for the night. Next game for the Cardinals will be on Tuesday. We'll be hosting the Texoma Red Devils. Expect a full slate of 4 games, the full JV and varsity games. But be ready for that announcement coming a little bit later on as we get started with next week. Next week's a big week. We got holiday concerts. It's homecoming week. We have Texoma on Tuesday and Shattuck on Friday for our homecoming game.
At this time, Moreland High School principal, Elizabeth Parsons, will present the boys' third place plaque to the Turpin Cardinals.
So the Cardinals with the win, they'll go over and take a picture. While they're getting their picture, I'll run through the stats. Nash Levins finished with 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 fouls, and a block. Carson Peters, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, and 2 blocks. Bryson Parker had a whole pile of points, 4 field goals, 3 3-pointers, and 2 free throws. That adds up to 16 points. Yeah, 16 points, 3 rebounds, a foul, and a steal. Austin Peters, 3 points, a rebound, a foul, 3 steals, and a block. Gunnar Post, 3 3-pointers, 3 field goals. That's 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, and a block. Salvarado, 2 fouls, a steal, and an assist. Mason Nelson, a rebound. Max Garza, 5 points. One of those a 3-pointer. Jackson Leonard, 4 points. Riley Fowler, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 fouls, and a block. Cardinals jumped out to the early lead, 11-2. And by the end of the first half, this game was pretty much salted away. The Cardinals had a 20-point lead, 31-11. It never was less than that. The Cardinals ended up at 39-17, a 22-point lead by the end of the third, and finished it off, extending the lead out to 40 or almost 40 at one point, and finished off with a 34-point win, 56-22. Cardinals with an offensive explosion over a team that was not wanting to run. A lot of times you'll see those kind of points if you're getting it in full court turnovers. But in this case, the Cardinals shot very, very well and get the big win and the third place trophy here from the Morland tournament. Well, that makes it the end of the week. It was a good week for the Cardinals. Both teams go 3-1 on the week. Both teams beating Buffalo on Tuesday and then going 2-1 here in the tournament. Both teams picking up their first loss of the season. The Cardinals to the Moreland Lady Cats. The Lady Cardinals to the Moreland Lady Cats. And your Cardinal men losing to Texoma. Homecoming week comes up next week. So be ready for that. 2 home games next week. Concerts next week. All sorts of great stuff. Make sure you're paying attention to Turpin social media for all the things that are going on and be a part of homecoming. We'll call it a night. Rest well. Enjoy your Sunday. And we're done. One more big thanks to the amazing and awesome Addison Hogg for all her work with helping out, giving you the stats, making sure the score and the timer are running appropriately. It's a good day to be a Cardinal.